What's going on, y'all? It's Mason Core here, and I'm going to be straight up with you. I don't really want to be doing this podcast, and here's why. So, I've been really just having a lot of confirmation that I need to rest. I've definitely been in a ultra creative mindset, putting a lot out, especially with my new album for House of Purpose. I'm in the car if you hear that. And I really just did not want to do this podcast today. But the thing is I've been procrastinating for a couple days on it. And so I knew in my soul that, I can't procrastinate. Like, I'm not going to do that. And if I don't do it, then I'm going to resent myself. And so what I've realized is this is my message I'm going to talk about today. Even when you don't want to do something, even when you feel like you can't do something, it's better to show up and just let it be what it is than give in to the procrastination, all the things in your head that are saying, like, don't do it. Is it going to be perfect? No, nothing is perfect. And so I want you to relieve yourself of having that expectation, thinking that every time you do something, it has to be a star performance. Right? Because we're not doing these things. I'm not doing this to perform for you guys. I'm not building a business to perform for anybody. I'm not doing any of that. It's literally all a giant experiment. And I want you to take that mindset. Right? This is going to be a super short episode. But like, the whole point of everything is to literally just experiment. And the result that you get on the outside is telling you about something inside of you. Right? So everything that you have as an external result is literally just a feedback mechanism for who you are as an individual. And it's that simple, right? Like, it's telling you your character, it's telling you your skills, it's telling you your mindset, it's telling you all of those things. And that's the whole point of everything outside of you, right? Like, the real journey is just putting things out and documenting it. Not for an audience, but literally because that's what you're made to do. You look at King David, right? He wrote the Psalms. The Psalms express so much emotion, like ups, downs, lefts, and rights. Like, literally everything that could be there, he's putting his whole human experience into it. He probably knew people were going to read it. That's why he's writing it down. But, did he think about, like, the billions of people who are going to write it? I don't know. And so the point, though, was when he was in that, he was just in it and he was just documenting it. And I put a post out yesterday on Substack. You should check it out. It's through my bios. But it's about how if you are creating and you're judging yourself while you create, you actually choke out your creation. Right? And so when you create, you want to take it and do it from a unfiltered perspective. Right? Like, if I'm making some music, if I'm making a product, if I'm writing a book, whatever it is, I'm just going to be putting things down and letting the creative energy flow without judging what comes out, right? Because if you're trying to edit in the process of creation, you're actually preventing the creation process from happening in the first place. The whole point of creation is literally to empty your creative tank, get to the point where you're like, okay, yeah, I think I got it all out. And then you can go back and edit, right? But if you're limiting yourself before you even put your foot on the gas, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to get to drive the supercar if you're literally sitting there with the e-brake on and you're just revving the engine, spinning out the wheels. You're going to explode the thing. And so what I want you to do, just like I'm doing on this podcast, that's a perfect example of it. I did not want to do this, but I'm doing it and it's turning into gold. It's flowing into something that has insights. It has wisdom for you to pull out of it that's actionable. And it's just because I'm expressing myself and sharing that real time. And that becomes a lesson on its own. And so I want you to take that same approach in your life. What are those conversations that you're filtering yourself in that you keep from going into deeper levels that you want them to be? What is, the business, the project, whatever it is that you're creating, where you feel stuck in writer's block, artist block, creative block, any of that? I want you to see how you're blocking yourself. And I want you to just take off the block and notice what fears are there. Is it a fear of judgment, a fear of rejection, a fear of failure behind that? Because that's the only reason the block is there. Right? We create our own limiting beliefs to make us feel safe. But the reality is the safety is not how you're going to create something new, because to create something new, you have to get out of the place that you've always been and go to a place that you haven't. That is bars. So listen to this, all right? If I can give this whole podcast episode a single message: create without the intent to create for anyone. Just create because creating is who you are. And if you can put your full self into it, it's going to be more fun, you're going to be more magnetic, and you're going to be more energized. And the result will be something that you enjoy. And if you, the one creating it with the highest standards, if you love it truly and it's valuable, very valuable, like you do want to realize, like, don't create a pickle jar statue and expect everyone to want it. Like, people who love pickles would want it, but like if it's super valuable to you, realize like it will be valuable to someone. And if what you think is valuable to a lot of people and your standards is just a lot higher, then congratulations. Like, that's a good product market fit. That's a good art to market fit. But whatever it is, go with the intention of, I'm going to do something that is really cool for the sake of it, and see what comes out of that. Challenge yourself to do that for a week on whatever platform it is you've been thinking about doing, but you've been procrastinating on, and just allow yourself to experience the flow. Watch what happens mentally and spiritually when you get into that mindset. You stop performing for anybody, and you already know that you are accepted and approved of by God. Thank you, and I hope you got some insights out of this. Let me know if you did, and drop a 5-star review if you have not, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.